A home invasion in Box Butte County results in the homeowner firing a weapon and killing the intruder. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, authorities in Alliance say an investigation is underway into a home invasion early Wednesday morning that left the intruder dead. Police Chief David Levitt says at 2:24 a.m., police received a call from the homeowner in the 100 block of South Flack Avenue saying he had just shot an intruder who had forcibly entered his home. Levitt says the suspect, Jerome Robb, who has a history of burglary, was pronounced dead and was transported for a routine autopsy on order of the county coroner. Levitt says no charges have been recommended against the homeowner at this time. Well, a 35-year-old Alliance man will be spending a considerable amount of time in prison after pleading no contest to a variety of meth distribution charges. Ruben Mendez was the target of a 2021 Wing Drug Task Force investigation where he sold more than 2 pounds of meth over the course of 3 controlled buys in Scottsbluff. His most recent charge came after he was caught with 26 ounces of meth while rolling back into town. Earlier this month, he was found guilty of 2 Class 1C felony charges of distribution of meth between 28 and 140 grams and a Class 2 felony charge of possession with intent to distribute. Mendez will face a mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison, but could face up to 50 years on the first 2 counts when he's sentenced on August 12th in Scottsbluff County District Court. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Tri-City Stormwater would like to remind parents and kids that after all the fireworks have gone off, take time to pick up and clean your litter. Without your help, firework packaging and paper can clog our storm drains, and the residual metals and toxic chemicals enter and pollute our waterways. Fireworks are a great way to celebrate our freedom, and with a little help, we can keep our water free of pollution. It's our water, our responsibility.
Welcome back. The Scottsbluff County Board this week approved shifting some money in the county general fund to help 2 agencies stay in the black during the current fiscal year. Management accountant Lisa Ryan explains to commissioners that the general fund had a $200,000 reserve line item specifically intended to help agencies where funding was running short. She explained why $20,000 was recommended to be moved into the sheriff's office budget.
It's been rough the last few months. It's been high. He had to pay for extra vehicles due to some accidents that were not the cause of our officers. Right. And some overtime that's happened through the year and just a tough year because I think we started off with a lower budget than he requested.
Also requested was movement of $110,000 for the county court, specifically tied to the need to pay court-appointed attorneys representing indigent criminal defendants. Commissioners approved the line item transfers on a unanimous vote. Well, lightning is being identified as the cause of an early Tuesday morning wildfire in the Northwest Panhandle. A Type 1 helicopter and air attack were ordered to support the initial attack of the fire and work to assist with firefighters and heavy equipment on the ground much of Tuesday and Wednesday. Mapping was completed yesterday, and the fire was estimated to have grown to approximately 340 acres. The fire is being managed under a unified command between the U.S. Forest Service, Crawford Volunteer Fire Department, and the Harrison Volunteer Fire Department. And Nebraska's adjusted preliminary unemployment rate for May is 2.5%, giving the state the fourth lowest rate in the nation. The rate is unchanged since last September and is up 0.4 percentage points from May of 2023. Labor Commissioner John Albin says Nebraska's total non-farm employment has been on an upward trajectory since February, reaching an all-time high just last month, under 1.1 million. Albin says Omaha's leisure and hospitality industry saw a large gain over the month of May, with all the metro areas reaching record highs in total non-farm employment.
Renewal by Andersen. Isn't it time to replace those old windows and doors? With mortgage interest rates where they are, investing in your home now rather than moving has never made more sense. Renewal by Andersen's legendary windows, ensemble entry doors, the entire Acclaim line of replacement windows will make your home so much more valuable, energy efficient, quieter, and secure. Please visit rbawyoming.com, call today, ask about great discounts and awesome financing options. New windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. Isn't it time?
Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
Now the latest from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Sports Desk. Scottsbluff Body and Paint. You're driving home our reputation.
Plenty of highlights from the Diamond with Legion Baseball in full swing, but let's start out on the links. The PGA Tour. Nate Lashley got his only career win on tour at the Rocket Mortgage Classic in Detroit back in 2019. Lashley back at the Rocket Mortgage this week, and he had one of the earlier tee times this morning and did this at number 11, his second hole of the round. Lashley, one of the top guys on the leaderboard, out with the first wave earlier today. And Nate Lashley with the hole-in-one, the Panhandle native, some fun stuff there early in his round this morning. Now let's get to the Diamond, where we had Trayton Harmon out doing some video work on Tuesday night. We had a couple of radio broadcasts on the network with Legion Baseball. Let's start with Red Hot Gering Platte Valley Companies. Tuesday, it was a big 16-1 win in 3 innings over Bridgeport. Lucas Schwery got the victory on the mound in this one, and at the plate, Isaiah Murillo, Bo Gable, Jackson Howard, Schwery, and Kellen Dunn, all with multi-RBI games. Gering, as after that win over Bridgeport, they were on the road last night to take on Alliance at Bauer Shanklin Field, and they rolled past the Spartans 9-0 via the run rule in 5 innings. Jackson Howard and Bo Gable combined on the shutout on the hill, while Gable and Tanner Gartner led the way at the plate, combining for 6 hits and 4 runs driven in. Gering has won 8 of their last 9 games. They'll travel this weekend to a tournament in Kearney. The Wesco Zephyrs have started their week with a couple of wins. They were home on Tuesday at Cleveland Field, earning a 5-3 win over Alliance. Oscar Felix led the way with a 7-inning complete game effort on the bump. He struck out 6 and picked up the win. Blake Grasmick had a first-inning RBI single, and then late in the game it was Michael Villagrana with a 2-run bloop double that provided some much-needed insurance. Last night the Zephyrs went to Chadron and won big 17-5. Carter Reisig started and tossed a 5-inning complete game with 7 strikeouts and no walks. Felix drove in 4 at the plate, plus multi-RBI games for Dawson Barrett, Jarrell Mendez, and Carter Meyer. The 13-20 Zephyrs are home this weekend to play Bear Creek out of Colorado. What about the Western Nebraska Pioneers? The Pios playing a game and a half, if you will, tonight at home against Hays, Kansas. Last night's game suspended in the 5th inning with the good guys down 5-1. They'll resume that game tonight starting at 5 o'clock. Then they'll play a 7-inning game to close out the night. That is the latest today from right here at the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
Pet waste and water don't mix. Animal waste decomposes in water, releasing nutrients, which deplete the oxygen fish and other life need to survive and encourage harmful algae growth. Animal waste also has disease-carrying bacteria, making contaminated water unusable. It's easy to prevent pet waste pollution. Simply pick up your pet's waste and dispose of it in a trash can, and avoid letting your pets defecate within 200 feet of our community's waterways. Tri-City Stormwater reminds you it's our water, our responsibility.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, if you haven't heard already, fireworks sales have begun, and retailers are selling their product just as fast as their consumers can swoop them up. Eric Wilcox and his crew at Discount Fireworks in Scottsbluff are excited because they are now in their 48th year of business. He says some popular items this year are preloaded artillery shells and a UFO spaceship that takes flight at the end of its show. Wilcox says over the decades, it's the little kids who like the simpler things that brings him the most joy.
I enjoy the kids picking out the little novelty stuff, the smoke balls, the little tanks that go up and down. When you see them rolling them across the checkout stand, it brings me back to when we first started selling fireworks, and that was what I enjoyed as a kid.
He also says that safety remains imperative for those opting to shoot off fireworks.
The biggest thing is look at your surroundings. Make sure you're away from anything dry. There's still some dry brush on the ground. There's weeds. If you'll keep a hose and a bucket full of water, and if you see something go in a weird direction, go check it out before something happens and make sure that there isn't sparks there or a fire. And then the biggest thing is always douse your fireworks after you're done. Let them set out overnight and then dispose of them in your trash can or your alley dumpster.
Discount Fireworks is located on East Overland in Scottsbluff and is open daily from 9 a.m. until at least 10 p.m. through the 4th of July. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.